Class ninth. Hope all you have understood the numericals we have done. If any problem in the numerical remaining, even numbers I have not done that day, you can call me on my number, you can ask, or more are there, you can ask, I will do it for you. Clear? Now we'll come to the second part of the chapter, that is graphical representation of linear motion. In this we will discuss first displacement time graph. Displacement time graph. Displacement, we'll take it on y-axis, and on x-axis we'll take time. Time on x-axis, displacement on y-axis. Arrow indicates increasing order, origin, x-axis, and this is y-axis. For example, 1 second, 2, 3, 4 and 5 seconds. This is 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 and 50. What I have seen is, on the first second I found that the body was at 30, second 30, third second it is 30, fourth second it is 30 and fifth second also. So only the time has increased. Only the time has increased, but their body was not in motion, or we can say this displacement time graph, for a stationary object. Body is at rest. Body is stationary, not in motion. This was the case first. In case second, displacement time graph with uniform velocity. Same graph, x-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4 second, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, displacement on y-axis, time on x-axis. If 1 second, this is in meters, time is in second, displacement is in meters. 1 second 10 meter, 2 second 20 meter, 3 second 30, 4 second 40 and 5 second it is 50. What we will see is, after 1 second body is displaced to 10 meter, 2 second body is displaced to 20, 3 second body is displaced to 30 and 4 second body is displaced to 40 meters. In this displacement time graph is uniform velocity. Displacement time graph by uniform velocity. Clear? By this displacement time graph, we can calculate how much the body is displaced, or the slope can also be calculated by this. Slope in this, if this triangle, we consider this triangle. Time how much? 3 minus 2. Displacement 30 minus 20. So slope will be slope or gradient will be 30 minus 20 upon time 3 minus 2, 1, 10 meter per second square. This will be the slope of the graph. Greater the slope, more is the inclination. More is the inclination in a straight line, higher is the velocity. Clear? So these two types of graph we have seen. Now third case, third example, they have given the displacement time graph with positive and negative slope. Positive and negative slope, same graph. One, 2, 3, 4 seconds. Time in seconds and displacement in meters. Up to 3 seconds, 5 and 6. 3 seconds, the body has reached up to the maximum extent. 10, 20, 30 and 40. In 6 seconds, the body reaches to its initial position. This going up to A from O, this is the positive, and coming down will be the negative slope. Yeah. So in this, the positive O to A, body is accelerated, and A to B, body decelerated, reaches to its original position. Clear? Case third, displacement time graph with variable velocity. If the body moves in curve, then we can see, to calculate the slope, by this. Slope is not uniform. In this we can see from B to C how much. As for example, this is 10, 20, 30, 40, or up to 50 meter we can take. It has reached up to 50. So the slope will be 50 minus 10, and time, how many seconds it took? 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 seconds. So this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Time will be 7 minus 3. Slope will be 60 upon 4, or 50 minus 10, 40, sorry. 10 meter per second square. So in this way, we can calculate the slope of a body which is moving with displacement time graph with variable velocity. This type of graph is said to be displacement time graph with variable velocity. Now conclusion, you can just see what we have drawn. The conclusion from this is, if the displacement time graph of an object is in a straight line parallel to time axis, the body is stationary. Underline this on page number 38. Underline second graph. If the graph is straight line inclined with the time axis, the motion is uniform velocity. Second graph, stationary, uniform motion. Third, if the graph is a curve, the motion of a motion is non-uniform velocity. This is non-uniform velocity. If the displacement time graph, slope of the straight line or a tangent to the curve or instant gives the velocity of the object at an instant, we can calculate the velocity, because velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Slope is positive. It represents the motion away from the origin. If the slope is negative, represent the motion towards the origin. In this case, A to B towards origin, and O to A, it is above origin. Here you can write above origin. Slope is above origin, and this is towards origin. Negative slope. This is positive slope. O to A and A to B is the negative slope. Tangent it is. Knowing the velocity of an object at different distance from displacement time graph, the velocity time graph can be drawn. Now, first is velocity time graph. Now here we have discussed only the displacement time graph is the first part. In the second part, velocity time graph. Velocity time graph, just see on the next page. Velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. Determination of displacement from velocity time graph. Just see in this two axes. Above origin, it is positive axis always. Below origin, negative axis. Right side always positive in the graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here it is 1, 2, 3, negative 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. What we have seen is, if the body has reached from in 3 seconds, body has reached to 3 meters. 3 meter velocity, 3 meter per second. This is velocity positive and this is velocity negative. Meter per second velocity. And here it is time on x-axis. 3 seconds, it has reached to 3 meter per second. Meter per second. In 4th second, here it has reached to 3 meter per second, and 4th second it has reached to negative 3. Negative 3. D parallel up to 6. Then again reaches from 7th, again reaches to positive. Parallel, only time is increased and reaches to the original position. Time is 8, 9, 10 and 11 seconds. By this graph, we can calculate the displacement of a body. Displacement of the body. If I have to calculate the displacement in this part, displacement of this is A, O, A, like it is B. It is a right triangle, so area of right triangle OAB, half of base into height. Half 1/2, base 3, height 3. So it is 9 by 2. 9 by 2 means 4.5 meter till here. Now of this A, B and C point, in this displacement how much it took? Same way, in right triangle, area of right triangle A, B and C, half base into height. Base is 4 minus 3, 1. Height 3, so this 3 by 2, or we can write 1.5 meter. Here it has moved to 4.5 meter, displacement 1.5. Similar way, area of trapezium, this is 5 and this is 6. Sum of parallel sides into height you can do, or by this right triangle, this right triangle plus this rectangle. Clear? Same way in this. So by this we can, this is the way how to calculate the displacement of the body. Determination of displacement from velocity time graph. Determination of displacement from velocity time graph, this is the only way. Like for example, if I calculate this, what will be the area of this? C, D and E. Area of right triangle CDE. Or I should write CED. Not CDE, CED. Because it is right angle at E. Half of base how much? 5 minus 4, 1. Height negative, it is displacement 3. 3 by 2, 1.5 meter. 1.5 meter. Now this is rectangle EDFG. Area of rectangle L into B, length how much? 3, and breadth is 1, 3 meter. Similarly, we can calculate the area of this, the displacement which is done by a body by this figure. Is it clear? Next is the determination of acceleration from velocity time graph. Determination of acceleration from velocity time graph. In the velocity time graph, if we have to calculate the acceleration, we have to calculate the slope only. Slope, change in velocity upon change in time. Slope we have to calculate. Change in velocity upon change in time. For example, in the first case, from O to A, change in velocity is 3 minus 0 over change in time Change in time 3 minus 0. It will be 1 meter per second square. This way we can calculate we can determine the acceleration by graph. So these all examples they have given. Go through all these examples in the book and Then we will discuss, on the next class we will discuss acceleration time graph. Clear? If you have got any query, you can call me on my phone. Just all these examples on page number 40, 41, 42 and 43. Up to 43, read all these examples. In any example, if you find any, or up to 42 only read. Acceleration time graph we will discuss, then we will do the problems. Up to page number 42. This is before article acceleration time graph, you go through it. Clear? And please don't give your queries on WhatsApp. Please call me on my phone number, personal number. You are having, you can call me on my phone number. Don't give on WhatsApp. Clear? Thank you, students. We'll meet you later.